Well, Atlantic writer Jemele Hill has sparked fury again by accusing Asian Americans of, quote, carrying the water for white supremacy by celebrating the Supreme Court's decision to outlaw affirmative action at universities.
All right, Janelle, let's bring in our panel to discuss Project 21 member Melanie Collette, GOP strategist and lawyer Ford O'Connell, and business and political commentator John Burnett, who is with us. So, this is all the nuttiness right now of the left. They can't accept losing on merits, so they go to emotion and they go to the extremes. And this seems to be one of those extremes. I'll start with you, Melanie. How crazy is this?
You stole my thought. You notice that all of they're losing their minds and being completely apoplectic is because it's so upsetting. I'm so upset. No one makes a legal argument. No one is talking about the fact that the affirmative action was illegal. They made it illegal. It has been illegal. And they have accepted this brainwashing that says that black people and brown people are less than and can't accomplish things. They've accepted this in their minds. It's mind slavery is what it is. And it's the ultimate racism. I will continue to say that over and over again to make black and brown people think that they can't accomplish anything unless someone who doesn't look like them gives them a hand, and it's just not true.
Yeah, Ford O'Connell. Earlier today, Rob Astorino coined a term that is very. I think it's going to go viral. The woke mob has become the wob. So specifically in this instance of the wob, it seems like the Atlantic writer is kind of ignoring the fact that by what he is saying, that's also completely racist.
Well, look, is there a bigger race baiter or hater of America than Jemele Hill? And look, I want to build on what Melanie just said, because she made a very good point here. And that is that lefties do not believe that non-white people can have an opinion of their own. And once you understand this lefty worldview, you will realize this bigotry is embedded in every single position they talk about. It's the same thing when they say that Muslims are being used as pawns by white supremacists because they don't want to have trans propaganda in schools. And once you see the bigger picture, that this is lefty bigotry, that non-white people can't have opinions on their own, the entire world opens up for you for the con that they're selling.
You know, John, I love White Lotus. I don't know if you saw it. It was great.
It's so good.
It was terrific. And so of course, was The Sopranos. But then you get the moron that comes out like Michael Imperioli and says he's not going to allow any bigots to watch any of the work that he's been, doing, like these great shows, because the Supreme Court sided with a Colorado designer opposed to making same-sex wedding websites. I'm surprised Michael didn't call you a white supremacist. This is how crazy they've become.
Absolutely.
He was trying to be funny, but...
Well, the thing is, you would think that Democrats would celebrate the fact that America's becoming more diverse with Asians, Hispanics, and people from all over the world. And they come from harsh conditions in terms of war-torn countries as well as impoverished areas. So when you look at it, everyone wants a piece of the pie. And when you look at the effectiveness or the lack thereof of affirmative action after decades and generations, only 3% of low-income black individuals are accepted into Harvard, right? That's going by Harvard's own data. So I'm tired of the black tears. Black activists need to focus on black empowerment. What I would say is that this is a perfect opportunity for the GOP to really focus on school choice. While they're complaining about college admissions, we have black and brown kids all over this country not able to read at grade level, do the grade level math and reading. So let's focus on school choice, K through 12, to give individuals fair access to a quality education that will set them up and prepare them for life. Because I always say public school education falls short. I consider it one size fits all or a plantation. So if you really want to empower people, I see school choice as the Underground Railroad to give every black and brown child an opportunity in life.
Yeah, and as my mom would always say, John Burnett, it really also starts with the parents. first. Starts with loving parents at home. I do want to go back a little bit, backtrack a little bit to that Michael Imperioli thing, because it is funny if you look at it. Specifically, okay, so the actor saying he's not allowing bigots and homophobes to watch any of the work he's been in after that Supreme Court ruling. But the gist of that Supreme Court ruling was it was about someone who provides a creative service that is based on speech, a website designer. She does not have to make wedding websites for same-sex couples based on her religious beliefs. So Imperioli's angle here was, well, okay, well, I'm speaking, and therefore I choose not to have my creations where I'm speaking provided to, and he's describing them as bigots and homophobes. That was his joke, just to explain it a little bit there. Melanie.
It would be funny, except for the fact that it's completely inaccurate. That woman did not say that she did not want to make websites for homosexuals. That is not what she said. What she said is, I don't make same-sex websites. She will make happy birthday websites for homosexual couples. She'll make I adopted a kid for homosexual. She'll do all of that, but she's not going to do anything that goes against her religious beliefs. She has plenty of customers in the LGBTQIA. I don't know what the rest of the letters are.
Plus.
There's a lot of letters. Plus. Okay, that covers it all. Community. So, you know, they are conflating the message and really spreading hate themselves. They are calling us the hateful ones for not agreeing with certain things, but they are really being hateful because what they're doing is lying about what is going on. That is not what happened in that court case. She did not say that she was not serving people in that community. That's a complete lie, and they should stop saying it.
Right. It's not a point of service. It's actually a point of free speech. And to your point, Melanie, they're trying to change everything that we're accustomed to. They want our children. They're trying to change education. They're trying to change everything that we know. Even if they would even change our religion if we allowed it.
But John, that's the whole point. That's why Michael Imperioli may be a great actor, but is a total clown, because he's pushing the message that this Supreme Court case ended public accommodations. That's what the left wants you to believe. That's what they want to send them out in 2024 to burn down the houses and put up, votes in the ballot box for lefties. At the end of the day, this was a very, very narrow ruling that included expressive and creative goods. And essentially what it said is religious liberty trumps in situations like that, not when it comes to pre-made goods. To me, this was a very minor ruling, but somehow you have to watch how the Democrats push this in terms of their campaign rhetoric, because they understand that Biden's record is terrible and they have to have a new way to lie.
True.
And for Michael Imperioli, the First Amendment just protected the stupidity that he just said. That's what it's all about. Melanie, Ford, John, thank you for being with us on Newsmax. We appreciate it.